All right, man. Let's talk about Jared Anderson and Keyshawn Davis performance last night. Keyshawn Davis take on forget who we talk on Burgos. All right, and it's the first time I think he went 7 rounds or 7 rounds plus, I believe it was. And like I said before, he took his time. Uh, yeah, he took his time and showed great will. Kind of, remind me of Bud a little bit, dude. You know how he never veered away from that stick. Bud had a fight in Nebraska, so Bomac was in Nebraska with Bud, and Saul was with them as well too. And Reg and Bernie went with Keyshawn Davis, and Davis did well. I believe it was first time he went the distance. Oh no, second time he went the distance. Second time he went the distance. Took his time. Somebody saying, well, he didn't have the motor to step it up, but Burgos was doing things to keep him honest, to stop him from closing the show. Burgos never been stopped in 45 fights. So, I mean, to run up some names, he fought Devin Haney, Mikey Garcia, Roman Martinez. So, I mean, he's fought some names throughout his career. So, and none of them guys stopped him. So, Keyshawn Davis, that was supposed to be his mission. He didn't. He liked you getting him out of there, but Burgos, kept his eyes on him. He kept throwing honest shots to keep him honest. And, Keyshawn, he kind of stepped it up a little bit, but, Keyshawn not going to step away from that jab. Keyshawn going to do what Keyshawn do. He going to fight under control. And that's what it was. And, he one of them dudes that's not going to veer too far away from the jab. And that's what he did. When he was up, he was jabbing. When he about to put some punches together, he was jabbing. In the beginning and the end, he was jabbing. He worked the body, good punch placement. He one of them dudes that take his time. You ain't going to get everybody out of there. And, only seldom, few have the power to get everybody out there, get the majority guys out there. That's just not going to happen. Everybody can't be that type of puncher, but, when you got his technical skill set, fundamentals, punch placement, you're not going to veer away from that jab. You know what I'm saying? Then you become a well-rounded fighter that can last in this game. But, good punch placement. I think he's going to be a problem, and Burgos gave him some good rounds. That's what you want to get. 8 hard rounds. Then it's probably almost time to go up to 10s. Then 12s. You get this false sense of you knocking everybody out. You're going to do that to everybody. And people start believing their own hype like Egner Berlanga. And it don't happen like that. It don't always happen like that. So, at the end of the day, I think you've seen growth. You know what I'm saying? I think you've seen his punch placement. I think you've seen a body. You've just seen the whole repertoire. And there's a lot of room to get better for him. And, Burgos is good. Burgos is real good. He real good. So, ultimately, I think Keyshawn Davis need to find somebody else as durable as Burgos, then probably go up to 10s. Then go up to 10. So, but I think he gonna be one of them top fighters, man. I think he's gonna be one of them top fighters. He'll be champion eventually, and hopefully he don't become a victim of politics. Now, I think I'll want to see him again there with somebody else with Burgos again to get a second look. Somebody as durable as Burgos and experienced as Burgos, pretty much on that same level. See how he do then, step it up. I think that's the ticket then. But Jared Anderson, obviously stole the show tonight with the costume, the Grinch costume, and Judy Forrest. He been in there with some with some good names. I think they were saying I didn't see the Triller card. They saying that he got robbed by Michael Hunter. He got robbed by Michael Hunter. He been in there with Hunter, with Jermaine Franklin, who a lot of people thought just beat Dillian White. He been there with Puev. He coming off a Puev loss. Michael Hunter draw. Zalene Zhang, majority draw. He lost to Carlos Catam. He lost to Frank Martin. He been knocked out twice. The only other guy to knock him out was early in his career was Gerald Washington, when Gerald Washington was 8-0. So that's it. Other than that, all them other guys we named went the distance with him, not named Jared Anderson. And, one thing about Jared Anderson, there's still some things to clean up. He's sparring with Tyson Fury and all of that, kind of pulling back a little bit. And as a finisher, he got to polish up. And, Jerry Forrest did what smart veterans do. And he was letting, protecting himself, and then he kept the ref off of him by punching with Jared Anderson. That's what he was doing. He was punching with Jared Anderson, catching him while Jared Anderson was trying to finish him off. And so Jared Anderson just had to work on just pulling straight back and, just trying to be as clean as possible when you finish. But that's going to happen when you finish. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. But, try not to get nicked. But right now, you're young. You can take it. You can recover. So I mean, but other than that, man, he's a good fighter, and everybody, see some people out here trying to create division already, because he was Top Rank trying to do the same thing with Bud and trying to create some type of division already, which don't make no sense, honestly. Now they got sections in the black box community where you can't root for two boxers. You got, if he on this side of the street, you got to root for him, and this, that, and the third. So I mean, a lot of these fake race baiting dudes, man, are pathetic. They really are. But at the same time, they say he a big man trapped in a small man's body. And a small dude trapped in a big dude's body. He's smart. Fight like the small dudes. Mike Tyson used to watch this, the Kid Chocolates and the smaller dudes and add that to this game. And it's smart of him. He ain't the biggest heavyweight around, but great athlete. Or the tallest, but he a thick guy, but he ain't the tallest, but great athlete, and from the Midwest where he produced the best. But like I said before, he's gonna be a problem. His performance was dope. He stopped him in the second round. I mean, Gerald Washington stopped him in the second round. Gerald Washington stopped him in the second round. So, I mean, but Jerry Forrest got so much better since the Gerald Washington fight. So, but yeah, Top Rank, they end up signing Brian Norman, signed the whole Olympic team with Keyshawn Davis, brought Keyshawn Davis' brother in. They signed a lot of young talent. They looking to monopolize, the younger, talent coming up, and they signing everybody. So obviously they're gearing up for a big future. There was some talks possibly that they probably could be like moving up out of boxing. The Zone was actually trying to buy them. So, that's something to kind of think about for a minute. The Zone was kind of thinking about like buying them, and actually had made an offer. So, I mean, it could be something to chew on. But yeah, he did his thing tonight, man. And till yesterday night. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance get notifications. We go live, word drop video financially. Want to support the channel? Cash App $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. I did a live this morning, so make sure you check that out. You can find it on the podcast platforms and on YouTube. Check out the Box 101 playlist. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.